Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again at TA Just Gaming TV channel. It's Aston Villa versus the Geordies versus Newcastle United. We played 3 days ago. As you guys know, I did make a live stream for that Aston Villa away at Manchester City. I'm just looking at the news for today and everything going on. Welcome, guys, one and all even to the live stream. Hope you guys all had a good day. I'm gonna quickly go through the lineups. First head to head, we do have an okay record against Newcastle United. They didn't beat us last year. We beat them 2-0. I remember Conor Hourihane scoring a free kick against Newcastle last year. So not bad record. Come on, Aston Villa, evening, actually on time. I'm on time for the YouTube stuff, to be quite fair. Good news as well for any Aston Villa fans wondering, we should be officially signing Morgan Sanson in the next couple of days. A bid has finally been accepted after a couple hiccups along the way. So that'll be fantastic. More depth for Villa, which is exactly what we need. Lineups for Villa, like I said, like I always do, I don't look at the lineups until I go live, so you get to see my reaction, basically. So I presume it's going to be the same team or near enough. Martinez, Cash, Konza, Mings, Target, the exact same back four with the goalkeeper. Louise Marvellous Nakamba in rather than John McGinn. Traore, Barkley, Grealish and Watkins. No El Ghazi. Actually, I don't need a headset, do I, really? My headset's telling me the battery's low, and I'm like, I don't really need one anyway. El Ghazi again dropped to the bench. Wait, is he even on the bench? He is on the bench. I didn't see him there. Trezeguet is officially back. Trezeguet will be starting on the bench, like he has been. Well, like he was before he was playing, because he couldn't get into the team, got injured, and is back on the substitute bench. But just like El Ghazi, you never know if he comes on, scores, he could get himself back into the team. It's just going to be difficult when you've got a Traore, and Grealish will never come out of left wing. Unless Barkley gets injured or doesn't do very well, he'll probably go into the middle and maybe make way for another winger to come in. But this is the thing, with Sanson coming in, that will threaten any of the midfield three. I feel like Sanson can fit anywhere amongst there. We'll have to wait and see. He's a holding midfielder, so players like Nakamba may not feature as much. We'll have to wait and see. What makes you support Aston Villa? It's in my family. It's everything. It's in my blood. I've been there since I was a little kid. I was born in Birmingham. It's everything, absolutely everything around me. It's always been. It's just something you feel. You don't choose your team. The team chooses you. I know it's a bit cliche, but it's very true. Grealish gonna score brace. Hasn't scored in a few games. I'm trying to think the last goal he scored in. Jack Grealish. I know he gets assists a lot and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm really trying to think. I know he got a couple against Southampton a while ago. I'm really struggling to think. I can't remember the last time he actually scored. But yeah, I'd love a brace. I'd love any goals for Villa today. We'll have to wait and see. McGinn. Oh yeah, he would have got a suspension. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's why I don't think we'd specifically choose Marvellous Nakamba to start unless McGinn wasn't able to. The only time I think we've actually preferred to choose Nakamba is a more physical game. I would say Newcastle is a physical game. So I wasn't overly sure either way. I'm gonna look up how people are responding to the news anyway. A lot of positive comments for Aston Villa. At least we get to see Louise with the shackles off. Douglas Luiz in an advanced role. Yeah, Louise, he's got a good shot on him, Douglas Luiz. We've not really seen much of it, I don't think, for large periods of the season. We often play him more of a defensive role, so it's actually nice to see Louise possibly be a bit more free. His curling shots on him are absolutely fantastic. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Maybe he'll come up with a goal. He scored a few goals last season. I know he got an amazing goal against Bournemouth. So yeah, quite pleasing. Obviously our team's not going to change much. We are quite a structured side. Not, like I said, not a lot of depth, which is the reason why I think Sanson's coming in. Newcastle's lineup, we're going to have a look through. Just gonna see how they're playing. Darlow in goal. That doesn't surprise me. To be fair, Newcastle have like a lot of really good players. In truth, Manquillo, Shaw, Lascelles, Lewis, and is that Isaac Hayden? That's a back five, isn't it? With Shelvey, Hendrick, Almiron. No, that's interesting. No, Joelinton. I've noticed straight away. Andy Carroll playing up front. Is that a 4-4-2? Or is Callum Wilson playing out wide? I'm going to have to look this up. I would have presumed those two would have played alongside. Apparently not. Wilson on the wing. According to Flash Score anyway, that's Callum Wilson playing in a wide position in a 4-5-1 rather than a 5-4-1, which is what it looked like at first. Interesting. Very interesting. I wouldn't have played Wilson in a wide position. Obviously, some people in my chat aren't happy with Hayden. Bruce playing people out of position, obviously. A player like Callum Wilson, I believe he's your top goal scorer as well. I'm not overly sure of that decision. You know, I'm not a Newcastle fan. It's not. I don't think it's smart, personally. But we are close to kick-off, 4 minutes away. I appreciate every single one of you being here. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you are new, you can go follow me on Twitch. I do stream there almost every single day. It's every day by Tuesday and Thursday. So if you want to see more of this face, probably that's up to you. You can find me on there. Newcastle in a quite nice strip, actually. Black. It's this like black and purple like triangles with like a lime green writing for the kit manufacturer and the sponsor. It's all right. It's not bad. There's a lot of bad away kits this season, so I don't think it's too bad. So yeah, we're not far away from being from starting off players coming out. The Villa players now out of the tunnel. Predictions for today. I do think we'll win the game. I think it'll be close. The last few predictions, I haven't actually predicted us to win. I said Man City would lose 3-0 and it was 2-0. But I do think we'll win today. I'm saying a 2-1 Aston Villa win. I think Ollie Watkins will finally break his duck of not scoring for a while. I think he will score. Possibly Newcastle will get the equaliser. I think Carroll. I would never have said that before the line. I didn't think he'd play, to be honest. But I think Carroll might actually score. I think when we lost like 6-0 to Newcastle years and years ago, he scored in that. And yeah, I think he will cause us problems today, and I think we'll get a late goal, possibly a Grealish winner. We'll have to wait and see. What do you guys think? Predictions in the chat. Do you think Aston Villa will get a win? Do you think Newcastle will come away with a shock result? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. What do you guys think? Predicted the formation. Louise Nakamba playing together. We obviously Barkley as a cam. Number 10 role. I want him to be better today. I don't think Barkley played very well at all against Manchester City. I think he was our worst player. All our best chances seem to come through him, and he I don't want to criticise a man who just come back from injury, but we struggled. We 100% struggled with him. He made the wrong decisions. Tried to tee up Grealish on a couple of occasions where the pass was too obvious. Newcastle early goal, Villa 2. We don't often come back from losing positions. I don't think we've won a single game from being a goal down. So hi bro, how you doing, Miguel? What do you think the score will be today? I almost knocked something over on the floor. That box in the top corner will be the timer for the game. Obviously it's not on yet. Oh, don't worry, mate. No worries. Like I said, I'm confident. This Newcastle team is definitely beatable. Sky, apparently, I think Wilson and Carroll playing together up front. I would have thought that anyway, but apparently Flash Scores said otherwise. That's why I questioned it. They think a 3-5-2. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever play Wilson out wide, so that makes way more sense to me. 3-0 to Aston Villa, I think is a fair prediction. But Carroll is a threat. I'm not gonna say he's not. He's definitely a big threat. Cons has only been dribbled past once, which is the record so far. Only John Stones is level with it in the Premier League this season. Tyrone Mings also with only 2 dribbles past. Kieran Clark also on that list as well, obviously playing for Newcastle. Former Aston Villa players. I believe it's one alter count that keeps disliking, because every time I point it out, all the videos get all the dislikes disappear. It's always 8 as well. It's someone who has his account and 7 alt accounts. and it's spam. Just ignore it. It will go away. I'm pretty sure. Someone with no life. Players taking the knee for the Black Lives Matter. It's good. I think that they're still doing that. I'm not going to talk about politics or anything. We're kicking off. Ross Barkley kicks off for Aston Villa. Kicking off from left to right. I'd like to see, so every time we kick off, we either launch it long and then press, and it's exactly what we've done today. I think we're going to put Newcastle hopefully on the back foot today. The recent games we've had have been tough, so we couldn't exactly do that. You know, we are the club that have been put on the back foot, especially Manchester City. We barely had any possession. So yeah, I'd like to see us have a little bit more than usual. Hope your reactions get the same. You never know. You know, it only takes one video to do well. Anfield Agenda, this Irish guy you may have seen reactions to, is a Liverpool fan. He's had a couple go viral out of nowhere because of his reactions. So you never know. You never know. But I'm just here to give my club support and share it with you guys. I hope you guys do enjoy. Dean Smith back in the seats. Obviously got a red card, 1 match touchline ban. Possibly deserved it, but I don't blame him for saying what he said. The offside goal shouldn't have stood against Manchester City. I'm going to give out my opinion on that. I think most people do agree. It shouldn't have stood. And if it is so-called in the rules, then the rules need to be changed, because why don't teams just keep players offside and tackle defenders constantly? YouTube algorithm, I don't know. That, obviously, people who are like half-arsed into football will go and see like 7-2 is a big score, so maybe they will, you know, they'll look at things. If you look at Aston Villa 7, Liverpool 2, you know, that will be promoted. I at the time had like 40 subscribers, and now I'm sat on 3k, nearly 3k anyway. It's over 400k. Nearly 400k actually. Yeah, it's 390 something. I forget, but yeah. To be fair, some videos I've had of mine have got a couple thousand as well. The Leeds one is the second most viewed on nearly 5k, so we're doing all right. There was an offside. Callum Wilson, long ball to him on the left-hand side. He drifted out wide to receive the ball. He was offside for Newcastle United. Again, Villa playing from the back. Newcastle, good press from them. Almiron coming up. Andy Carroll pressing Martinez as he goes long towards the halfway line. Good header forward. Villa win the second ball in the camber. This is where I like to see Villa attack a team that is not known for, you know, being that good defensively. I know Newcastle, I think, have faced one of the most shots in the Premier League, if not the most shots in the Premier League. How you guys doing? Tekker's triplets up the Villa. Yes, up the Villa today. I am actually really confident. Nice voice crack. We shall ignore those. Those happen every now and then. It will be a Newcastle United throw. I'm just going to make sure I've got the lineup on here. I do know all the players sometimes, but every now and then I'll look at the number. I'll forget a little bit. It will be a throw on the halfway line for Newcastle. John McGinn also serving a suspension with Marvellous Nakamba coming in. It is what it is. It is what it is. We're going to have things like this during the season. Players like that will pick up yellows. But Marvellous Nakamba is good at tackles. Obviously not the best going forward, but we just need him for the defensive part. And he came in something there, but Newcastle come away with the ball. Almiron, edge of the box. Shot is a daisy cutter. It's a simple save for Emi Martinez. It is in the Premier League today. Everyone else playing the FA Cup, Villa were knocked out, obviously, by Liverpool with the kids. Newcastle also knocked out. So, yeah, both teams can easily play in the Premier League. We need games like this because we're so far behind, because of the COVID outbreak, because of the fact that even on the start of the season, our first game was supposed to be Manchester City away, and it didn't happen. So we already had to catch up. So, you know, games like this will help, rather than it being delayed again, because technically it's supposed to be the FA Cup weekend, which is why I'm glad that we're out of the FA Cup. Partly because we just got so many games to catch up. This is not a year we need a cup run. Matty Cash pushing forward, cross comes in, deflected off Almiron. It will be a corner to Aston Villa. It's been a very slow game so far. 5 minutes in, not really anything to shout out, but Villa do have the first corner of the evening. Matty Cash providing crosses once again. AJS, as you play FIFA, have you seen Team League? I have. I wanted Grealish in it. I knew he wouldn't be featured. Traore's cross comes in, it's headed away. And as far as Matt Target, may have a shot Target with a bit of venom on it. It's comfortable save enough for the goalkeeper, but there was a fair bit of power in that strike. It took a bounce, but it's simple enough for Dubravka. Usually when fullbacks have shots, they sail over the bar, but that one is all right shot. You know, it's one for the stats. And you know, I was going to say Dubravka then. Darlow had to really watch it and make sure he kept the ball out. He made sure his eyes were fully on the ball the whole time, because any bounce of the ball can be difficult. A long ball over the top, and Martinez had to come off his line to make sure he got there first. It was towards John Joe Shelby, of all players, coming forward from a midfield position. Is your Pepsi go? Yeah, it is. I enjoy it. Throw into Newcastle. Shah, I find it weird, defenders taking throw-ins. You know, it's deep into Villa's half. You know, technically, if Villa do counter-attack, he's out of position. Andy Carroll on the ball, the right-hand side, again, not being in his central position. Cross comes in, it's a decent one, and Emi Martinez will hold. It was towards Callum Wilson. That's why I feel it was weird that Carroll drifted out to the wide positions where you'd feel like he would be so central because of how good he is in the air. I thought he would really not go anywhere near the wings. I wouldn't necessarily think of him for any crossing ability. Can't believe people actually packed Cristiano Team of the Year that early. When people spend lots of money, eventually they will get something. If people spend money on FIFA points, they'll still never get anything back compared to how much they spent in realism. Their points also don't add on to next year, so I don't really see a point in buying FIFA points in truth. You know, you have to build again from scratch next year. Fair play if you pack something, but you know, I'd rather do it through free packs and stuff that you get for division rivals. Cash for Aston Villa, Douglas Luiz passing the edge of the Newcastle United box here, trying to find our way through. Nakamba, also good ball to Cash. It was a disguised pass. Traore, Cash on the overlap. Is into the box. Traore might go for a shot. Good side tackle. I think that was Almiron again defending. Cash cross from the overlap into the middle towards Douglas Luiz, trying to put pressure on the Newcastle defence. Newcastle do come away with the ball just about, and Cash wins a tackle to stop a counter-attack. It was Lascelles who won the ball very well for Newcastle. Very, very good defender. The last couple of years, I've always thought Lascelles is quite solid. Saint Maximin, I thought he'd be starting. That's another thing I didn't really pick up on the fact he's actually not starting. I don't understand why. AJ, if you did not know, I'm a Barcelona fan. I could tell by your AVI. Yeah. I don't actually see a lot of Barcelona fans. Not as much as I used to, like 10 years ago. Not going to lie, I voted for Grealish on Team Year. Yeah, apparently only 4% of people voted for him. I think he deserved it. But, you know, there's too many people who support clubs in Europe. Obviously, Lewandowski is always going to get in there. It's going to be difficult battling with other people for other players for Team of the Year. Even Messi didn't win. You know, what does that say? I'm complaining about Grealish. Messi didn't get into Team of the Year, which is unbelievable. I've never known Messi not to get into Team of the Year. So it is what it is. I'd complain, but there's a lot of competition, really. Definitely Player of the Season, Player of the Year, if you want to go for like a Premier League point of view. But yeah, I just want him to do well for Villa. That's all. If more people notice he does well, more teams will want Grealish. So I don't mind too much. I don't mind. You support Leeds and Barcelona. Good on you for supporting Leeds. A few Villa fans have problems with Leeds and vice versa. I'm not overly bothered. You know, Leeds are quite an established old club. You know, they got a lot of support. I always see Leeds fans no matter where I go. Quite a big club. So yeah, give all the support. Spurs and Bristol City. I presume Bristol because you live in Bristol. But again, I don't mind Bristol City. We got Jonathan Codger a couple of years ago from Bristol. You know, good player. Tammy Abraham also used to be on loan at Bristol, and we had him on loan too. Nice club. 10 minutes gone. Aston Villa still goalless at Newcastle. We're still on the ball here with Konza defending, still trying to pass away through Newcastle. They are defending quite resolute, to be quite fair. Villa have had all the chances. Realistically, Newcastle haven't done anything. Watkins trying to put the Newcastle defence under pressure. It's cleared long. I think he put Isaac Hayden under pressure there. We do win a ball on the halfway line. Cash comes forward. I think Cash has probably been our most attacking player so far. Traore in a more central position to Douglas Luiz. Oh, lovely ball out wide to Target. Target, early ball into the middle. Watkins! Stretching at the near post. Doesn't get quite enough on it. Diverts it past the post. It's a lovely early ball from Target. Good pick out from Douglas Luiz. He found Ollie Watkins. He just got a toe in. And he could only divert it wide of the post. No complaints for me. It's a great ball in. Fairly well defended from Newcastle. He stopped him from getting a good contact. I think it was a Shah defending for Newcastle. I'm worried if Messi's going to leave. I'd say he probably will, but the president left, didn't he? So, you know, maybe he won't. That was his only issue with the club, really. Most Barca fans will stop supporting when Messi leaves. A lot of people are Messi fans, just like Pogba. Pretty much has his own fan club. And you got like Pogba FC, what they call it on Twitter. So people who say they support Barcelona, but like Messi. You know, they're only player fans, not club fans. Grealish in a very deep position here for Villa, trying to pick his way through. I think when we struggle for chances, Grealish gets himself quite deep as a playmaker. That's when you know if a team is struggling a little bit. And he did come on the halfway line there. Other than the early crosses in, we've not really threatened these very much at all. He used to call Villa Vanilla. Oh dear. Shah for Newcastle. Villa, good pressure. Traore racing. Absolutely racing at Lewis there. Put him under pressure and he's lost the ball here. Traore tries to make a pass towards Douglas Luiz. The ball eventually deflects off Cash very kindly for Newcastle. Lovely long ball from Shelvey. It's going to be kept in play by the very quick Almiron. On the left-hand side, first ball in. It's deflected from Cash for a throw-in for Newcastle United. It was Lewis coming up as an overlap for Newcastle. Very good ball from Shelvey. Obviously, Almiron's got the pace to get there. Kept it in play well. Laid it off to Jamal Lewis. The cross was poor from him, but I think that'll be pleasing for Newcastle. They got a bit fortunate, I think, because the ball seemed to just squirm and ricochet between Matty Cash. It fell kindly. But Shelvey's passing is quite good. I think if it falls to him in good positions around middle of the park, he can spray passes. That's what they're going to rely on, I believe. Baby Yoda's Oh, chance for Watkins and a goal for Villa! Out of nowhere! Ollie Watkins has scored a header. I was looking at my chat. A cross comes in. Shah somehow doesn't get there. And Ollie Watkins, who does score, I said he would score today. And he gets a little bit of a flick header. I was just reading my chat. I was just reading the fact that someone said Baby Yoda is cute. It was an early ball in again. It was Jack Grealish who found Matt Target. He did a first time cross. Oh, he might be offside, you know. He might be offside. Shah got there first. Doesn't get the cleanest of touches. It loops up into the air. And Ollie Watkins heads the ball over the onrushing Darlow. Now, Watkins had his last 2 goals ruled out for Aston Villa because of offside. It did look offside there. From the early ball into Target. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to go and check VAR. No, it's been given. It has officially been given. It is Aston Villa 1, Newcastle United 0. I'm a little bit disappointed that I was reading chat. I was not expecting Target to whip that ball in first time, and he did very, very well. See, our fullbacks coming forward have caused a lot of clubs issues. Shah definitely should have dealt with it, and Newcastle United, I think Bruce will be disappointed. It's a very, very poor goal to concede. Shah should do better, and then I keep saying Dubravka. Like, in my mind it's Dubravka, but it's Carl Darlow who came out to try and collect the ball. He's really caught in no man's land, and Ollie Watkins finally has a Premier League goal. And a stat has come in on Sky Sports. All 8 games Villa have took the lead and we've gone to win the game. So you never know, guys. You never know. It should be from this point. We should win the game, but it is the Premier League. And it is especially this year in the Premier League where any result can go haywire. But it's a very good start for Aston Villa. I need to make sure now. It's the first time since doing these live streams I've been caught out by my chat. So I do apologise for that. But a very, very good goal for Villa. And I'm very, very pleased. So I just got up to Baby Yoda is cute. And look over and I see a goal. My favourite players are Barcelona is Ter Stegen in Messi. I think all the comments are coming through because the Streamlabs isn't very good sometimes. I think Real Madrid fans right now are less plastic in Barca because they're stuck with Madrid after Ronaldo left. Yeah, you'll see the true Barcelona fans as well. It's just some of them will be, just Messi fans. Quality goalkeeper. That's why I preferred Dubravka. Darlow is very good. I think he was just stitched up by his defender there. I wouldn't blame Darlow for that. Shah should deal with it 100%. That's very poor from him, I think. I kind of like Villa. Well, I'm happy you do. Lovely back heel from Traore for Aston Villa. This is what we want. A confident Aston Villa. Because we've been done in a lot of games where we play well and not got the goals, not got the results. But this is a very confident Aston Villa where we can, do little flare passes like that to get round players. And it's absolutely beautiful. Lovely long ball again over the top towards Ollie Watkins. Lascelles hasn't got the pace. Watkins to Grealish. Heavy touch from Jackie Grealish. And it is just about cleared by Fabian Schär. It was Lascelles caught out by the pace of Ollie Watkins, and suddenly Newcastle looked very, very open there. And a free kick to Aston Villa at the edge of the penalty area. Ollie Watkins will be fouled, and Newcastle look rattled. They do look a little bit rattled here. Completely caught out. I think they were trying to put Villa on the back foot, and you can't really do that with the pace that we have. If I say Baby Yoda is cute, Villa's gonna score. AJ, can you say follow me on Twitch? No, I'm not doing that. But goodbye, Steve Friss. He should have gone a long time ago. Do you think AJ is Baby Yoda saying follow me on Twitch? Yeah. Well, if you want to have it that way, sure. Do you think Steve will get sacked? I think so. Free kick from Troy comes in. Barkley! Oh! Ross Barkley with a glancing header nearly puts Villa into a 2-0 lead. Lovely free kick. He got away from his marker and it just glances past the post. It is about this far wide. It was Isaac Hayden marking Barkley. Oh my days. Alright, I'm going to pause my chat so it can all come through because my chat box is a bit mental right now. So we're going to do that. There we go. So any chat should come through like normal. Bro, are you scared? Barkley rising in from a free kick. Lovely ball in. Traore. Fantastic player. And he really shown his worth there with his free kick capabilities. Fantastic. Villa on the attack again. Newcastle just not keeping the ball very well. Target well intercepted from John Joe Shelvey. He'll clear long but give the ball away. Carroll does well with the tackle actually. To keep the ball is Louise who got sloppy then. Another long ball it'll be too long and Tyrone Mings will deal with the danger. Concedes a throw in for Newcastle. Ter Stegen's most broken on FIFA 21 overpowered. He's very good to be fair on the game. Him and Edison team of the week, very good players. I will be making the part 2 of the Villa Weekend League. I'm getting around to it. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of Aston Villa live streams coming up because of all the games we've got. Another ball into middle is cut out. Edge of box to Andy Carroll, switches the ball out wide. Chance for a cross. Lewis into the middle. Very dealt with by Tyrone Mings. Again, we don't really clear our lines well because Newcastle can keep recycling the ball. Another cross in from the right-hand side this time. And Tyrone Mings heads away for another throw into Newcastle. They're finally finding their feet in the game. Which we've not really seen much. Newcastle coming at Aston Villa. They just need to find Andy Carroll, I think. Nakamba cuts out the ball. Newcastle pushed even further back to the halfway line. My dad has almost the same. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? No, I like Grealish's hair. It's obviously it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I think it's alright. I think it suits him. He's always had it. From ever since I've known him as like a little kid at Villa, he's always had it. Matt Target for Aston Villa to Grealish. Virtually in our own box there. Nakamba. Villa looking down the channels. Lovely one-touch passing for Villa. Louise tries to find him. Matt Target, who was really rushing forward for Villa. Trying to get my words out. Traore nips in with a tackle, but Lewis, he didn't get enough on it, which allowed Jamal Lewis to still get the ball. Shelvey switches the ball to the right-hand side. Another cross in, and Mings again wins the header. I think he's won every single header that's come his way so far. Very, very well played for Aston Villa. Newcastle keeping a lot of the ball, which I didn't think would happen, actually. They are forced to go all the way back defensively. Lascelles to Shaw. I do think they're good together, Shaw and Lascelles, but it was an individual error that led to the first Aston Villa goal. What's Villa's position? If we do win the game, I can't remember how far we do actually go. I can look actually right now. We would go up to 8th, and we got 2 games in hand over West Ham, and 2 games in hand over Liverpool, teams like that. So it'd be a very good result today. Newcastle United still keeping the ball, to be fair. Manquillo coming forward for them. This 5 of the backs working well. Lovely ball. Target, is he fouled? He is. Manquillo doesn't really agree. But Target is, it was under pressure and it was from behind. You know, you have to win the ball there. If you're going to get away with it, you got to get some form of contact on the ball. Looking at the replay for the goal, was Jack Grealish outside the foot pass to Matt Target. He's early ball into the middle. I think there is a case for offside, if I'm going to be honest. As a Villa fan, I think Shaw is slightly behind Watkins. Shaw gets the ball first, but it completely miscues his clearance, which allows Ollie Watkins to rise highest with the header. Darlow completely caught out. I don't know what he's doing there. His hands aren't even high. It's very poor goalkeeping from him and poor defending from Newcastle. I think that's pretty much summed up a lot of the recent season so far, really. I know Leeds isn't your team, but what's Leeds' position? I can check that for you as well. Leeds United are currently 12th in the Premier League. Below Arsenal in 11th. They've played 18 games. So we still have a game in hand, even after this, have a game in hand over Leeds United. We've scored 30 goals, which is mental. We have the same amount of goals as them. Ollie Watkins with 30th goal. Traore tries to find Douglas Luiz. Luiz, they did mention it before the game, but Luiz is definitely playing in a more attacking role. He's like playing like a shadow striker for Aston Villa. Through ball forward for Newcastle. Wilson finds Jamal Lewis on the byline. Cross comes in, deflected corner to Newcastle. Villa a bit caught out there, a bit of 6s and 7s. Obviously, Matty Cash came forward for Villa. They caught us on the break. And Jamal Lewis causing all the issues for Newcastle. I think Lewis has crossed more than any winger. I think modern day fullbacks right now are miles and miles and miles ahead of where they used to be in those positions. You know, take it 20 years ago, fullbacks used to sit on the halfway line. You know, I used to play right back myself. I wasn't a very attacking right back. I used to put in a few crosses every now and then. But, like, they're basically second wingers, really. And they're doing more crosses. Target assisted the Villa goal as a great example for that. Corner to Newcastle United, taken by Shelby towards the far post. Good header on goal. It's kept out by Tyrone Mings. I think it was Jamal Lascelles with the header there. And Mings with the block. The header was quite good. I'm not sure Martinez would have got there. It was towards the far corner. Very well played from Mings. Shelby's cross comes in towards Andy Carroll. Headed away by Matt Target. And Newcastle still keep the ball. Grealish and Barkley trying to press a pass, and Villa do win a throw-in. But that was very, very well defended from Tyrone Mings there in a very awkward situation. The cross come in as very well headed from Lascelles. Very, very well headed. I knew it was him. He beat 2 players in the air. 2 people challenged him. I think one of them was Ezri Konsa. Hi Matt, how's it going? All the Blues. I don't see many Blues fans in my chat every now and then, so yeah. Hope you're doing all right anyway. I appreciate the here. I'm not gonna have any beef. Shaw for Newcastle plays a lovely long time pass. See, Andy Carroll's been used as a little bit of a target man playmaker. A lot, you'd think anyway. A lot of crosses would come to his chest or his head, or any long balls go to him. They're playing it quite low, and it's just one-touch side foot passes to his teammates. He's doing it quite well, but he's definitely playing a lot more deeper than I thought he would. Most of the crosses aren't going to him, which sounds crazy because of how good he is in the air. I don't think they are overly utilising him very well, in my opinion. If I was Newcastle, I'd see he's not in the box now, but Callum Wilson is. Villa do win the ball back. This is the problem. Wilson sat between the two centre halves. And I think Carroll should be there. I'm watching this on Sky Sports. Another long ball over the top, and Watkins. Oh, he might get the wrong side of Hayden. Watkins, lovely back heel to Grealish on the overlap. Jack Grealish, he enters the box here. Edge of the box to Douglas Luiz. Lively flick to Matty Cash, shot from Cash, and he never looked confident as he took it. Louise, I thought, would have a shot. He just did a side foot outside the boot pass, if anything, to Cash. He never looked confident shooting first time, and Newcastle United get away with it. I'm watching it on the Premier League channel. I think that's the main event. I can't remember. AJ, how much do you know? But I know quite a bit about Hillsborough. I know a lot of disasters. Ibrox disaster, the Munich disaster for Manchester United in 1958. All the football ones I pretty much know, or at least heard of. But yeah, they're all quite sad. But you know, it also shows football is a family. You know, people get together. The Bradford fire, the one that's not well known, but it's still quite sad. There was Leeds United versus Birmingham City. I know a couple of you are Leeds, a couple of you are Blues. And one Leeds United, I think a 15-year-old died with a wall collapse. So I know quite a few. Watkins is fouled again. See, it's not Grealish that's been fouled. It's Ollie Watkins has been fouled a lot today. And again, it's Fabian Schär. He's being quite dirty here. Gets a yellow card. I think it's fair. He's done quite a few of these today. And it will be a booking and a free kick to Aston Villa. It was no intent to get the ball. No intent. I think he's frustrated with the opening goal. Villa take it quickly. A trial right to Grealish. Grealish just stops the ball, dribbles quite well. Barkley to Cash. See, I don't think Grealish wanted Barkley to go backwards there, because now Grealish has to get himself onside again. Barkley to Louise. Louise controls it well. Newcastle sitting very deep, making it hard for Aston Villa. And we're forced to go backwards. Tyra Mings, Nakamba, target a passing. That's been quite good today, in truth. Target to Grealish. Good tackle from Lascelles. Best defensive player for Newcastle. I think they rely on him a lot. I think he's far better than any of the defenders for Newcastle. He plays very well. He's quite a commanding defender. I know a couple of years ago, people wanted him to play for England. Villa conceded a needless throw in there, actually, with Matt Target winning a header, puts it out of play. Puts Villa on a more, defensive stance. I really thought we'd really try and dominate this game. I know we are leading. I'm not gonna complain too much. Newcastle probably had just as much, if not more, the ball than us. Long ball intercepted from Cash. Another throw in for Newcastle United in our own half. Nearly half an hour played. Still 1-0 to Villa. What do you think is the best free kick taker? Who do I think is the best free kick? James Ward-Prowse. If you're looking at Premier League. Cross comes in for Newcastle towards Carroll. And it's headed wide. It's the first header Andy Carroll has had today. Half an hour in a game. What's his strength? His strength is, his aerial ability. How is that his first header? That's where he should be all the time. In between Mings and Konza. That is exactly where he should be. And he won his header well against Konza. But it took them half an hour to get across to him. Yeah, it's very poor. I think it's very, very poor. It's usually Wilson who's there, and Wilson isn't even that tall. Or Konza mistake. Newcastle United have the ball here. It is Callum Wilson. Actually, is that I forget who that actually was. Ball played out to Manquillo to Shelby for Newcastle United. I think number 13 was Wilson, isn't it? After Jade is Wilson. I thought it'd be number 9, considering he's a big striker. Jamal Lewis for Newcastle. Cross on the left-hand side this time. It's headed away by Marvel's Nakamba. And then again from Barkley. Traore. It's a bit scrappy here. Nakamba for Villa again. Back to Martinez, and he'll go long and relieve the danger. I really would have thought Wilson would have been a number 9, considering, he's a new signing that's come in. I questioned myself there. Another long ball forward, and it's too long for Ollie Watkins to take any control. Is there a number 9 at Newcastle? It would be Jolinton, wouldn't it? Yeah. Jolinton is a number 9. That makes me laugh. I just searched Newcastle on Champions League. I saw a match where Newcastle won against Barcelona. Yeah, years ago. Teams you wouldn't think would do well. Blackburn Rovers won the Premier League. It's crazy you say that now, but back then they had Alan Shearer. Celtic won the Champions League. Red Star Belgrade won the Champions League. Villa won it, 82. Teams you wouldn't expect to do it, nowadays, did it back then. Shaw, they just mentioned he had a yellow card. I don't know why, because that was ages ago. target for Aston Villa. Again, back to Martinez. Barely kept the ball. We've not really had, a lot of chances, especially the last 5 minutes, other than that Barkley header that I thought was just nestling into the far corner. Another long ball forward, which is just about dealt with. Number 14 keeps doing very well. Isaac Hayden for Newcastle. He's like their right centre back in a back five. He's doing very well. Doing very, very well. What's your predictions on the EFL? 3 teams that are going to the Premier. It might be the 3 that went down. Norwich, I think, will go up. They are pretty much the epitome of a yo-yo club. Bournemouth are quite good at home. We'll have to wait and see. Championship's so unpredictable. I thought Reading at one point, but obviously Reading had a bit of a fall off. So we'll have to wait and see. But I think that league's quite exciting. I didn't like being in it because I wanted obviously Villa to be in the Premier League. But every game was very, very thrilling, very end to end, and you could pretty much win and lose to any team in that league. One of the most competitive divisions in all of football, I think. I think it's fair to say that. Yeah, Isaac Hayden, he's quite a ball-playing centre-back from what I've seen. Lascelles is like the no-nonsense, always up for an aerial challenge. And it's between Shah and Hayden to pick out the passes from defence. I think Hayden's done a way better job than Shah so far. He's doing okay. I think Newcastle needs to get the ball into to Carroll more personally. Very well tackled again from Hayden, sliding in. He beat Louise. Lays it off well. Played out to the right-hand side. Cross comes into the middle towards Andy Carroll. He got his header down. It's awkward for Aston Villa. And Emi Martinez, he just catches a loose ball. So this is what I think they should keep doing. Put these crosses into the middle. Cause Villa some issues. It's another chance Andy Carroll had there. And he's been their best threat. He's had 2 chances. Why are they not doing it more? I think maybe they're starting to learn. Maybe they really are. It was a cross that come in again from, I think it's Almiron. I haven't seen Manquillo put many crosses into the box there. But they're trying to get the ball out wide. If they're going to play 5 at the back, they might as well utilise the fact that when they attack, these wing backs can really push out wide and really press the fullbacks of Villa. And if you got 2 players in the box, that's Konza up against probably Carroll or Mings. I think Mings is a better match for Carroll. Grealish for Villa. Grealish, good pass to Watkins. Ollie Watkins with a chance. Watkins! Yes! Ollie Watkins scores! Strolls it into the bottom corner. It's 2-0 to Aston. Oh, the flag! No, the offside flag's gone up. Oh, no. Oh, no. The offside flag's gone up. He's offside. No, he's offside. He's offside. He's such a good finish with his left boot. He's offside. There's no complaints. He's 100% offside. It's a cruel one. That's a cruel one for Villa. He's offside, to be fair. I'm not going to complain. But his finish is very confident. His bottom left corner. Oh, sorry. He struck it across into the bottom right corner. It's unfair, really. But it's another offside goal for Ollie Watkins to add to the list. That's his 3rd or 4th offside goal for Aston Villa. He's got his 7th goal of the season today. Let off for Newcastle. Again, defensively, they have been quite compact, but whenever they really push at Aston Villa and we win the ball higher than their fullbacks can really get back, I think we caused them a lot of issues. And Watkins very, very unlucky. He did score, but he was offside. It was offside. Grealish played him in, and he was probably about 2 feet offside. I didn't see it. I didn't spot it originally. Looking at the header from Carroll and Cash kind of come together. I think both got enough contact on his header at the other end, and it wasn't long later where Aston Villa had the opportunity. Newcastle's back 5. Back 5 there caught out. They had 3 defenders, so the wing backs were really caught out, and they got no pace. I think any of the back 3 Newcastle defenders haven't got pace between them. Possibly Isaac Hayden, but not really to contest Ollie Watkins, and he's loving the afternoon right now. Well, the evening, whatever you want to call it. He's really thriving. Very, very unlucky. Should be a free kick to Newcastle. There is Cash pushing Andy Carroll, and Newcastle can relieve any pressure from their goal. Stay on the shoulder. He should have. He should have stayed on the shoulder. He had no need to. He's got the legs. He's got the legs on any of those back three. He should have definitely stayed on the shoulder. You know, it wasn't even close. It wasn't even like he's this much offside. He was fully offside. It wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough at all. Again, good press from Aston Villa as Newcastle tried to work it out from their goalkeeper. It's Almiron. Oh, he's done well there. Isaac Hayden plays it long. Tyrone Mings wins a header well for Aston Villa. We put them under a lot of pressure there. They did deal with it quite well. I think they had the right players dealing with it for Newcastle United. They dealt with it very well. Traore for Villa. Douglas Luiz. Again, Newcastle, they put the players forward. They're having to rush him back now. Luiz, tries a long ball to Bertrand Traore, and he got in behind Shaw, and it's not far away from him getting that. I don't think you could safely say Shaw knew it was too long, because it's, again, this much away from Traore taking it down. Just slightly too much for him. And it was well caught from Cole Darlow. Newcastle getting away with those. Our long balls are causing them a lot of issues. A lot of issues indeed. Shaw for Newcastle. Again, we pushed them back defensively. They have to go long. Konza wins it for Aston Villa. Luiz. Chance for Luiz. Plays it out wide to Grealish. Jack Grealish with 3 players around him. Finds a pass to Barkley. First touch pass to Nakamba. Just about collected the ball. His first touch was poor. Carroll put him under pressure. Grealish gets it back. Chips it into the middle towards Watkins. He goes down into the box here. And Ollie Watkins doesn't get anything for it. He goes down a little bit soft. I think that's what the referee thought anyway. I thought he went down just a tad soft. We have a bit of a reputation right now, which I don't overly want. And players like doing that won't really help. I don't think that was enough to win a penalty. Barkley for Aston Villa. Traore to Cash on the overlap for Villa. Cash, we're just trying to pick our way through rather than cross it. I think Newcastle will win a lot of headers. They got 3 centre halves. Ironically, we did score a header, but it was only because Shaw didn't deal with it very well. We are playing it back to Emi Martinez, to Konza. I think we're trying to get the Newcastle team to push forward. Maybe getting behind them. I think that is going to be one of the main routes to goal. Crosses just won't really work. So as long as we can keep it with our defence, really make them push. They need they need a goal here, so they need to press for something. And I think as soon as they press us, we can pass it round them and get in their back 5. That should be, or at least it's looking like anyway, the route to goal here for Villa. Cash to Traore. To Jack Grealish, who's on the right-hand side this time. Back to Traore. Villa have 3 wide players over there. Luiz. To Nakamba. Villa trying to play their way through. Newcastle barely had the ball. Watkins. Come very deep to receive it. Clips it onto the far side. Is nowhere near Jack Grealish. And Jamal Lewis under pressure from Grealish. Clears it long. And for a throw into Aston Villa. AJ, you're like... Of course I do. He doesn't. Well, unless... you're allergic. But yeah, I don't mind them. I don't mind them. Luis Villa. Again, we just... See, Newcastle don't keep the ball very well. A lot of the teams we played recently, we attack them, they tackle. They don't just needlessly clear it long. They look for passes. They look for a way around Villa to counter Aston Villa. We push a lot of players forward. I think the only smaller team to do that successfully against us was Brighton. They had the pace, even though they play a similar formation, they had the pace with Danny Welbeck, and it causes issues. Newcastle are coming forward away with the ball here as well, with Almiron to Manquillo on the far side. Cross comes in, it's an awful ball. And it will actually be kept in on the other side to Jamal Lewis. That's how bad that cross was. Cross from Lewis this time, it's flapped away from Martinez. It is a free kick to Aston Villa. Martinez fouled by Andy Carroll, I think there. But again, they're relying on crosses, and the players who are putting the ball into the middle are not doing it well enough. Lewis deflected pass. Martinez did get there early. It was a foul from Carroll. Yeah, he just got into him, his shoulder. Brentford must be regretting selling Ollie. They got a good striker in Ivan Toney. Maybe a little bit, but they got a lot of money, and Toney's scoring goals for them. So maybe not. I think if Toney didn't do very well for them, possibly they'd regret it, or if they were nowhere near the promotion picture, maybe they would. But considering Ben Rama's on loan, Ollie left, they're doing all right. Watkins for Villa. He's fouled there, surely. Villa, okay, the referee doesn't even play advantage. Matt Target for Villa. Another cross in towards Watkins. It's headed over the bar by Lascelles. Another corner to Aston Villa. It's Matt, of all players for Villa, it's Matt Target. He's doing the best in terms of crosses. Unbelievable. A year ago, I wanted Target gone. But he's improved so much recently. The last couple of months especially, he's really grown to be a fantastic left back. People are always looking at replacements for Target, but Dean Smith kept his faith, and we've done well. He's done very, very well this season. Grealish to take the corner for Villa. Keep having Grealish, Traore, different players try these corners. I think Grealish, this is his first one to take for Aston Villa. It's a good one. It's punched away from Darlow. Edge of box to Nakamba. Traore back to Jack Grealish. No offside flag. Grealish, edge of the box. Traore, it's in! It's Bertrand Traore! It's 2-0 to Villa. What a finish, first time for Traore. It's in off the crossbar. What a strike. Lovely ball back into the middle from Grealish. Lovely layoff. And Traore with a rocket inside the underside of the crossbar. 2-0 to Villa. Newcastle players are complaining at this goal, which I'm not sure why. I thought Konza would get to the ball first before Traore. It all came from an Aston Villa corner. Grealish took it. Darlow got a punch in. I think that's what they're complaining that Darlow was fouled. It fell to Traore. Traore to Grealish. And then Traore, fantastic ball into the middle again from Grealish. Just a simple square pass. Traore got into a great position, poor defensively from Newcastle, and it's a lovely, lovely strike. Possibly his weaker foot. It is. It's a right-footed shot. His weaker right foot. 1-star weak foot on FIFA, by the way. Lovely side-footed finish. In off the underside of the crossbar. That is not 1-star weak foot. That is fantastic. It's Aston Villa 2, Newcastle United 0. With only a few minutes to go till half-time. Perfect time to score, because Newcastle, with a 1-0, Newcastle can always come into it. So I'm very, very pleased with that. I think they were definitely complaining that I think Carl Darlow got fouled in the build-up. He got the fist away from the corner. I think possibly Mings got into him a little bit. Hendrick for Newcastle tries to find John Shelvey, and is well intercepted for Aston Villa. And Villa can away the ball again. Barkley, lovely pass to Grealish. And this is an opportunity for a 2-on-2 for Villa. Jack Grealish against Lascelles. Newcastle have more players back forward. Grealish to Barkley. Ross Barkley shapes to shoot. Goes back to his left foot again. I thought he was actually going to have a shot there. He's Jack Grealish again. Grealish, he has Barkley with him. Finds Matty Cash on the right-hand side. Cash steadies himself. Edge of the box this time to Luiz. I think it's tipped wide from Carl Darlow. Possibly wasn't the touch there. It was going wide anyway, no matter what touch this, if any, from Darlow. It was a left-footed strike from Luiz. No touch, just wide of the post. Great play from Aston Villa. There was a chance for a 2-on-2, and I think Grealish he steadied himself a little bit just to make sure he made the right decision. Newcastle United had more players back. They rushed their defenders. Yeah, I know. My chat box is being very weird. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea, so I'm going to mute it for a sec and then play it back. It does do this every now and then. I have no idea why. I don't ask. Yeah, Darlow got a full fist to that. It wasn't any other player other than him. He got rid of the danger. Newcastle didn't defend it very well at all. It's a lovely strike from Traore. Absolutely beautiful strike. And I think Newcastle are really going to struggle getting back into this game now. I said I was confident. It's coming up again. I don't know what's going on. I have absolutely no idea what is going on. Basically, the Dubravka is better than Darlow. Harsh one, you can't blame that on Darlow. It's a top corner effort. The cross that come in possibly could have been dealt with by his centre backs, or if he was a little bit more brave. I don't think he's fully tall enough to get the cleanest of clean contacts. So yeah, the chat. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I may turn it off for a little bit, and we'll have to. I may add it back at some point, but it's being weird. Villa 2-0 up, very comfortable right now. Very, very pleased. You know, games like this can get away from you. We've lost to a lot of poor teams this season. We're doing well here. Grealish to Barkley. Villa looking so confident every time we come forward. Ross Barkley, 2 minutes of added time showing another free kick to Aston Villa. The minute and a half to go. Do you reckon? I think he should be sacked now. Newcastle have played so poorly in this game. Very, very poor. And they're losing 2-0 to a Villa side that, you know, we're not the most confident right now. And they're very lucky it wasn't 3. The offside was close. You know, at 3-0 the game's done. I think they're going to struggle coming back into this from this point, but a third goal would kill them off for sure. I said before the game 2-1. At 2-0, this could really go south for Newcastle. It would be quite poetic, wouldn't it, if we made Steve Bruce get the sack. We sacked him from Villa. Nakamba, long shot from Nakamba, just past the post. The ball, free kick come in, headed away. Marvellous. Nakamba struck it, left-footed. He's never scored for Aston Villa, and he wasn't very close with that one either. You know, Bruce wasn't good enough for Aston Villa. And, well, I don't want to say I told you so, Newcastle fans, but I don't think he's been good enough for them either, and this will epitomise it. 2-0 down to his former club. And they've not really looked likely to score. Carroll probably had their best chances, but we've dealt with it well. The Lascelles header that, you know, Martinez didn't even have to save. It was headed away by Mings. You know, they've not really threatened at all. Jamal Lewis has done okay. He's been a bit lively. But when your left back is probably getting the most opportunities for you, there's issues. There's absolutely issues. And that will be half time for Aston Villa. We lead by 2-0 against Newcastle United. Ollie Watkins getting the first goal. Shah, he got a touch onto the cross from Matt Target. There was a suspicion of offside, to be fair, for the goal. But it stood. Watkins got a header as Shah's clearance was poor. Villa got another Watkins goal was disallowed for an offside as he was put through a left-footed shot into the bottom corner. And the second goal, it was Traore. Yeah, it's Traore's right-footed shot into the underside of the crossbar. Lovely goal. He can be better than me. Why not? I will try. Hang on. Someone can be better than me. Who cares? You can go watch them. You don't have to watch me. But yeah, we do lead by 2-0. I'm very pleased. I'm very, very pleased. So we're going to look at the reaction from Newcastle United fans. I don't think they'll be very happy at all. I think it'll be absolutely flooded with Bruce out. Like I said, it's just poetic that it's against Aston Villa, really. His former employers. We said he wasn't good enough, and I think their fans are finally saying it too. Who actually cares anymore? Is their top comment. An insult to the badge. Sickening to have to watch this. Villa are in first gear. We don't even do the basics, man. Their manager is up top just chilling. Wow. That says a lot, really. We haven't really had to come out first gear. I don't think we've had to really try. We are strolling to this victory. Rafa Benitez, I think he's very... Well, if he's not already missed, I think he's definitely missed now. Sack the cabbage. Sack him ratioed. So much Bruce out hate. So much. So every comment is something to do with Bruce or something to do with how poor they are. Not good enough. I think Newcastle are very fortunate. There's too many poor teams, I think, in the Premier League. I don't think they're gonna have any relegation issues. Top comment on them being 2-0 down to Villa is a Bruce out VAR decision. I don't think. I mean, I think that shows you just everything really. Just loads of memes how bad they were. Very poor. Saint Maximin, I think, is so missed. They look a shell without Saint Maximin. I thought he was going to play today. I'm very surprised. He didn't. I don't know why he's not playing. Maybe he's just come back a little bit too early. Looking at the Villa response to the goals, we went a goal up. And it's just going to be very happy people. I think we played well today. We played very, very well today. On Villa's goal, tweeted Saturday night, and I like the way you move, Bertrand Traore. Very nice goal. Lovely strike. I think we thoroughly deserve a 2-0 lead. Could have been more, but I'm not going to complain. Half time, 2-0 to Aston Villa. What are your thoughts? Anyone who's watched the game? I know a couple of you are Newcastle United fans. I think it's been easy for Steve Bruce. Doesn't have to worry about cabbages thrown at him. It's been even easier for Dean Smith. Sitting on the stands, basically like a fan right now, watching the club. Completely strolled to this 3 points. Shout out to Nakamba, doesn't get much game time. Had a very good first half. Very marvellous. Very good. Very well played from him. When players are not featured that much, it can be very, very easy for them to put subpar performances, or maybe they're not that sharp, or like Nakamba hasn't really featured much, but when players have come in, they've done well, and I'm very pleased. I'm very, very pleased. I think he's took his chance well. He's defended everything. I don't think he's made a single mistake. I think we've done well as a team, and he's done well as an individual. So yeah, I'm very, very pleased. Who cares? I like that. That's funny. Watkins, I think, has scored his 7th goal of the season for Aston Villa. Finally scored. I'm trying to remember the last time he scored. I think it was... He got 3 against Liverpool, 2 against Arsenal. I think the last goal he scored was a penalty against Southampton, which was a while ago. He had a goal ruled out from VAR. It was against West Ham. He also missed a penalty that game. Had a goal ruled out against West Brom. So he's been very unfortunate. He had a goal ruled out today, actually, as well. All the most touches have come for Villa players. Matt Targett, 50 touches. Louise, 40. Nakamba, 40. Cash, 39. Jack Grealish on 38. Just looking at the chances again. Traore beating 2 players. Louise. Oh, this is the first goal. Louise out wide to Grealish. Oh, no, the first opportunity. Grealish had Grealish to Target with an early cross. I think that was signs. There was signs of that we were going to utilise Target, and he got the assist for the first goal with an early ball into the middle. I don't think Newcastle have dealt with Matt Target at all. I think especially that wing, actually. We've not really caused many problems on the right-hand side. It's just been the left-hand side. But yeah, we're doing very, very well right now. And it was an early crossing from Target that caused the issues. Good header from Ollie Watkins. Obviously, the initial ball to him would have been good anyway if it wasn't intercepted from Shaw. But he had to adjust his body very well. Got the header. And we do lead by... Well, we led there anyway by a goal to 0. I'm very surprised an offside hasn't been called there. I'm very, very surprised. Maybe he was just level with Target when the cross come in. But either way, Shaw doesn't deal with it very well at all. And Darlow's got there. Right, so Darlow has to put pressure on Watkins. Why is he not punching it? What is he doing? Does he think Watkins is going to head it down? Like, go out and grab it. Go out and punch it. Do something. Like, I don't understand what Darlow is doing there. He's really, really caught out. I think he's very, very poor. And the second goal, it was punched away from Darlow. I think Carroll, if anything, fouled Darlow. Nothing to do with Villa. Grealish picked out Traore. Lovely first time shot with his weaker boot. The connection on that was superb. The only one that can say fouled Darlow was Konza, but no one appealed for it at the time. And it's a lovely, lovely strike from Traore. I thought Konza was going to beat him to it. We just got in there. Should have been blocked by Hayden. No, they need to charge down shots like that. It's a lovely, lovely strike. So I've been very, very pleased with what I've seen. Thoroughly deserved. I'm sad. Yeah, it's what it is. I don't mind. Mate, I don't mind at all. Yeah, 2-0. 2-0. Very, very well played. If I'm going to give predictions what I think will happen in the second half, I can't see Newcastle coming back from this at all. I think if anything, this could be a 3 or 4-0 type of game. The next goal is if there is a next goal, it will be massive. Newcastle may get some inspiration into the game. They've had the chances. Andy Carroll with headers and stuff like that, but I don't think they've done anywhere near enough. I've questioned at all why isn't Carroll being in the most central position? If anything, it's Callum Wilson, who has been the most central player, and when he's not as good in the air, I find it odd. Believe me, 10 years you'll be the You never know. You never know. The world's crazy. The world is crazy. But I love my club, and that's the most important thing to me. Any of you guys watching, I do stream on Twitch. It's in the description below if you just click it. I've got my Twitch, my Twitter, Instagram, all of that, so you can go follow me on all of those. And yeah, DM me on any of them. Just reach out to me. I should promote my Discord, really. But I do have a Discord server, which is on. You'll find that through my Twitch. So yeah, just any way to contact me, feel free. We always talk, especially about Villa. I can talk for years about Aston Villa. So yeah, we're near 3k subs as well. For any of you haven't already subbed to the channel, feel free. We did actually alright. We got 600 odd views for the City game. We had 500 views on a video I made about the Liverpool FA Cup game. 1,400 views on the Manchester United watch along. 700 on the Chelsea watch along. So yeah. Yeah, he's told you to follow me on Twitch, that's it. I probably shouldn't grab him by his ear, but there you go. I'm very pleased. I'm very, very pleased today. It's been very good. I did have a couple Newcastle United fans come into the stream early today. I could do, for bigger games, I could do videos. Or like, I could live stream reactions for other people supporting fans. Oh wait, I probably should go into my Discord and say I was live. Oopsie daisy. I'll do that now actually. I am live on YouTube. Oops, I forgot. So yeah, very, very comfortable. It's nice to play a team that we can dominate. The game's done. What's the point of it? Because you never know, they could come back. We could get another few goals. We're going to do another FIFA stream. Possibly soon. I like doing... I mean, it is AJS Gaming, so I probably should do more gaming stuff. So I could stream FIFA. My last FIFA stream was 2 months ago, and it nearly got 1,000 views, which is pretty damn good. So yeah, it's half time. Nice. So I will do a FIFA stream. I might do either Foot Champions like next weekend, or I'll do something like that for you guys. I do stream, like I said, I do stream on Twitch, and I've been playing a few games. I'm into Dead by Daylight right now, which I do that virtually every day recently. So yeah, it is half time. 2-0 to Aston Villa. Don't know if I should make this bigger. I could just do that, but I don't know how ugly it's gonna be. I won't be. I haven't qualified for it. I did a little bit of Foot Champions last week, but I didn't do enough games because I couldn't really be bothered with it. So yeah, I've kind of fallen off a little bit with FIFA. I used to be really invested at the start of FIFA 21. I played every weekend league bar one. Like I said, I did the video. Guys, if you haven't already, I have an Aston Villa weekend league video. I only use Villa players to try and see how many wins I'd get out of 30. And that's on the channel, which I made, 3 weeks ago. So I am doing the part 2. Only part 1 is out right now. And that should be out hopefully soon. Possibly. Watkins as team of the week. Yeah, he has two. His recent team of the week is very, very good. The only downside is the composure, I believe. It's for quite low, and that was quite a downside in my weekend league. Because he had a couple one-on-ones that he dragged wide and stuff like that. You still play Fortnite? I remember when you did. Yeah, ish. I haven't played it a lot. I used to. It was my channel. Fortnite still exists. The only reason I became like a streamer, YouTuber, whatever you want to call me. The only reason I became one is because of that game, which is very sad to say, but it kind of started the growth to what I do now. You know, if I started on Mixer, many of you probably don't even know that. My channel did alright on Mixer. I did leave it before the website shut. I went to Twitch because I saw more opportunities on Twitch, and I thought, why don't I live stream Villa games on Twitch? This is how I kind of, if any of you are interested, I might as well talk about this. The reason why I made that Liverpool Villa video, I think the Liverpool game was the first one, ironically, that I decided to do. The first one of that season. I think I did a couple in the previous season when we lost to Man United, when we lost to Chelsea. I live streamed it on Twitch, on like the sports section. I know the Kickoff now does it on Twitch, if any of you know True Geordie. I started doing live streams there, and I thought it'd be a good idea because I always had this YouTube channel, and I've made Fortnite videos as well. They're still on the channel. Low views, but they're still on the channel. And I thought, why don't I shorten this video of the Villa Liverpool game and make it into a 10-15 minute video on YouTube and see what it does. At the point of making that, my most viewed video was like 300 views, and I thought if it got like 200, I'd be very happy. My goal was to get more than the record, but I was like, it won't get more than 500. And it took like a few days, and suddenly it just completely blew up. It had like 5,000. Like it got to 500 after 3 days, and then a day later it had like 5k. It really blew up like in one day, and then just got more and more and more, and now it's nearly 400,000. It's mental. It will probably be it's crazy as well. Another thing, when I play games and stuff like that, when I meet online people, you wouldn't think the amount of people that'll be like, oh, I recognise you from the Liverpool game. I recognise your name, and like, oh, I saw your face on like someone will join my stream, forget my name. Obviously, everyone will know me as the kid who celebrated the 7-2 Villa game. Probably a lot of people won't remember the name, but someone clicked my Twitch stream and said, oh, I recognise your face from the game. And like I do love stuff like that. I played a solo Dead by Daylight game, and someone says, oh, I've seen your video. It's mental to me, absolutely mental to me. No, I was born into like a low class background. And it's weird that just one video and so many people have seen it. It's still mind boggling to me. And it's not just it's obviously the biggest viral video. But there's quite a few videos I've made that's on a couple thousand. And like a couple, like the Leeds game, the Leeds one had 5,000. That's bigger than a couple stadiums, like non-league stadiums. Which is mental to think about. But yeah, I'd love this channel to be like, I don't want to say as big as, but just to produce content that people enjoy, just like, people watch the United Stand with Mark Goldbridge. Every one of you will know Mark Goldbridge. You've got, like I mentioned, the Kickoff. I think the Kickoff produced the best of like football content in terms of like production and stuff like that. They've got a load of people working there. I'd love to be really in that. That's why I'm doing a load of Villa content. I'm a Villa fan. United Stand produce United content. Arsenal Fans TV, as much as they're a meme, they get a load of viewers. They get everyone knows DT, Ty, Robbie. So yeah, to fit into amongst all that would be quite cool. I'd like to be known as, you think of a Villa fan, I'd like to be what people would think of, you know. But if I'm like that to a couple of you, maybe that means the world to me. It is 2-0, very pleased. Villa have kicked off as well. I did go off into a tangent really, but I wanted to really talk about that. Villa, it's a Newcastle United free kick towards Andy Carroll. Again, Mings has won so many headers today, and he rose quite high to win another header away. Jamal Lewis with a deep cross. Lascelles wins the header, but Villa will win the second ball. Liverpool losing their... I think that 7-2 rattled Liverpool. I told you, it's the altar count. It's the altar count. Ollie Watkins for Aston Villa. Chance. Watkins. Good save from Carl Darlow. It's Louise. Should have been 3 for Villa. Should have been 3. What an opportunity. Barkley found Watkins. Couple step overs. Shot. It was a low shot. Simple save for Darlow. But the ball ricocheted to Douglas Luiz. And he's further than the penalty spot and he dragged it wide. What an opportunity for 3-0. 3-0 kills the game. 3-0 100% kills the game. It will stop, especially just after half time. Luiz defensively is amazing. It has a great long shot on him, but I don't think he's scored many from inside the box, especially the 6-yard box. He had a good opportunity there and he dragged it wide. Watkins battles very well against Hayden. He's cut inside here and he can only... He tries to win a corner or any type of decision, but a goal kick is given. That was quite well defended, to be fair, from Newcastle. Hayden didn't do enough, but I think it was Manquillo coming in to help defend. But after, the early free kick Newcastle had, again, it's the same stuff, but they're not really doing much. Carroll for Newcastle on halfway line. Again, Carroll drifting out wide is not really going to help them. Should utilise, like I keep saying today, I'm like a broken record. They should utilise his strength, and they're not doing it. And they wonder why they're 2-0 down. Matt Target for Villa. Again, they're not really pressing Villa. It's very simple. We're just going to go backwards. Tara Mings to Konza. Finally, a little bit of pressing from Carroll. Konza will go back to Martinez. Will he go short or long? It will go short, actually, to Luiz. Put Luiz under pressure there. Konza, first time pass to Cash. This is actually good play from Villa. Cash to Barkley. Barkley lays it off well to Luiz, and Villa can come at Liverpool then. Come at Newcastle. Barkley again. Possibly a foul from Hayden. He keeps his balance. I reckon Newcastle will go down. I don't think so. It's too many poor teams. Fulham. It will require teams like Fulham and West Brom, and especially Sheffield United to win games. I think even Newcastle could pretty much lose every game this season and they'll still stay up. But you never know. Traore fouled on the half line for Villa. It was Jamal Lewis with a foul. Newcastle getting a little bit desperate on the wings. They've pressed us well, but we've dealt with their press so well. That's what I've been very very proud of the most. Because, one tackle is all it takes for a press to do very well. And right now, okay, so we've got it very deep with Tyrone Mings. If he loses this ball, it's only Konza and Nakamba there. But even though that is a pressure situation, it's just simple passes. And we've got through, and suddenly now Jack Grealish has the ball on the left-hand side. Newcastle are a little bit exposed because of their press. Grealish to Barkley. Barkley back to Jack Grealish. Deflects away to Nakamba. They got a tackle in on Grealish, but it wasn't clean enough to get the ball entirely. Grealish tries a little threaded through ball to Ollie Watkins, and it'll be a goal kick to Newcastle United. Okay, fair enough. Enjoy your FIFA. As I was saying though, Newcastle, they press well. And you kind of do have to press, especially at 2-0 down. But if you don't win the ball on the press, you're exposed. And we've dealt with their press well. I'm not going to turn around and say the press wasn't good. It's just we know how to deal with it. You got to keep composed. You got to have, whenever there's a pass to you, you got to have a good controlled first touch. And, you can't do a panic clearance or try a pass that's a 50-50. Just do the basics, and I think that's what we've done well today. Yeah, we've done a lot of things well, but that has to be the main thing I think we've done well. Throw into Newcastle inside the Aston Villa half. John Joe Shelvey. I think Shelvey, to be quite fair, he's probably been their best player today. He's picked out a lot of passes, and I think he's caused us a lot of issues. We pushed Newcastle all the way back to their own half. Sorry, I'm just getting something up. Another long ball down the left side. Again, Carroll basically playing like a left winger almost. Wilson with a foul on Konza, and that will relieve more pressure for Aston Villa. Very well defended from HB Konza. Konza's such an underrated centre-back, I will say. Everyone talks about Tyrone Mings being Aston Villa's best defender. If you're not a Villa fan, you'd probably say Mings, but true Villa fans would say Konza because of how well he does, how just everything he does is so good. And one stat that came out, which I'm glad they're showing it, was the fact that only one time he's been dribble passed this season, which is crazy for a centre-back that plays for Villa. Mental. Konza, surely he's fouled again. The referee doesn't think so, but Traore's there. And he switches the play to Matt Target. Again, Newcastle press Villa, but Target. Good pass to Grealish. Barkley. Back to Grealish again. He goes long. Looks at Matt Target. Doesn't find him. Lascelles. It's where Villa can press Newcastle. Lascelles back to Darlow. As you can see, they're throwing here. No, Carroll's back. But again, so Carroll could have headed that, but tried to control it with his foot. And he mistimed it, which allowed Grealish to win it off him. So that was an opportunity for Carroll to actually use his head, but he tried to control it with his feet. There's the reason why he mainly only scores headed goals rather than actual shots on goal. To be quite fair. Newcastle they've not really offered much in this game. They're really not offered much. They haven't really beaten Villa a lot in the last few years. You got to go quite far. I'm interested to know that. How long has it been since they actually beat Villa? Because even the 2016 Villa, like the worst Villa for years, they didn't beat us. In like home and away, which is quite poor. The last time Newcastle beat Villa was in 2015 at 1-0. Was that a Cisse scored? It was. I remember that. 2015. You have to go back 6 years. The last time they beat us. Free kick to Aston Villa. Oh, Nakamba's really holding his leg. It was a foul from Carroll and a booking for Andy Carroll. Cynical tackle from him. Very, very cynical. Oh, that is what you call a striker's tackle. Really caught him. He caught him the back of the leg. That is a horrific tackle. I don't think he's intended to hurt him there, but strikers aren't known for tackles, and I think that it's good evidence as why. At least now, every press that they do, he's got to be careful that he doesn't get himself sent off. So, I suppose there's positives. Chance for Newcastle United. Carroll, Wilson, Shelvey for Newcastle. Is Hendrick forcing them back a little bit, but this is probably the longest bit of possession spell they've had for a while. Jamal Lewis on the left hand side for Newcastle United. Good tackle, a little bit of stab tackle from Traore. They're gonna go backwards again. Hendrick. It's crazy that last season Villa fighting to stay up, but now they're fighting for Champions League. Football is crazy. Sheffield United were Europa League. Or around about there last year, and now they sit at the bottom of the table. Football changes so fast. You got to keep up with it. Grealish tries to find Watkins. He doesn't with his initial pass, but it's the fact that Hayden wasn't physical enough to allow Watkins to actually retrieve the ball in the end. He actually used Hayden, if anything. I think he's been bullied quite a bit. Hayden, I think he's quick and he's dealt with, I think, more the direct passes and stuff, but it's not been physical enough as a centre-back. You got to be stronger there. Shelvey for Newcastle. Lovely through ball to Callum Wilson. Well defended from Konza. And just about dealt with. Newcastle claiming for a free kick. I think that they had a case there because there's a bit of shirt pulling. Throat's a little bit dry. Grealish for Villa. Oh, cynical tackle from Jamal Lascelles. And he knew exactly what he was doing there. That is a horrific slide tackle and a deserved yellow card. What is that challenge? That is, if anything, that is a frustration tackle. That is. Jamal Lascelles hacking Grealish. I don't think he has any attempt for the ball there. Easy yellow card. Just read that last comment. Let him if he wants to. Why not? Cash. Traore for Aston Villa on the right hand side. I think a lot of these yellows are now for Newcastle are just frustration. Traore concedes. Does he concede a throw-in? No, it's an Aston Villa throw-in, I think. Or maybe not. He apparently put the ball out of play himself. Thrown to Newcastle. Hendrick for Newcastle. Quite deep in their own half. Villa, we don't have to press them that much, to be fair. We have a commanding lead. We don't have to put our defence under any jeopardy. Almiron, cross comes in towards Wilson. It's not very well dealt with from Villa. It's just about cleared. It's a throw-in for Newcastle United. Almiron, I think, has been their best player going forward. He's got a lot of pace. Causes us a lot of issues. I don't agree overly with him being as like a midfield player. I'm not sure what the thought is behind that. Cause I know Bruce likes to play a back five, but you can't really do that when you got, he's using wingers at centre mid, which I find quite bizarre. Another long ball in from Lewis this time. It's well caught from Emi Martinez. Lovely catch. He goes long towards Ollie Watkins. Great touch from Watkins. Lascelles against Watkins. He had to go backwards. Traore. Back to Ollie Watkins. He's got Louise in an advanced position. Barkley also with him. Again, we're just going to look backwards. We can, like I said, we're 2-0 up. We don't actually need to score any goals here. We can keep the ball well, wait for the opportunities. At 1-0 maybe you look for it, but at 2-0, we can just be quite relaxed. Konza for Villa. Cash quite deep in our own half, really. Only Carroll, perhaps Wilson pressing, but not really a lot of intensity shown. Martinez for Villa with a low ball to Jack Grealish, who's actually quite deep here to receive the ball. Trying to carry the ball into Newcastle's half, which he does. Got Shelby in front of him, step over. Will look to go out wide to Matty Cash. He's got Traore with him. Lays it off to Traore. Newcastle pretty much parking the bus here. Which you wouldn't think they would do, but they got virtually every player back to defend this. Target to Barkley, back to Matt Target even. The Camber. Villa going from defence to the right wing, back to the defence, to the left wing, back to the defence, and like I said, we're just picking our way through it. We don't need to rush that pass, and we can go backwards at any point, which we do to Martinez. Nakamba playing pretty much as a proper stay back, a type of CDM with Louise more advanced. Oh, Konza tried to dribble the ball and he's lost it. There was a chance for Newcastle, was very well dealt with. Fabian Schär won the ball quite high for Newcastle United, but it was Matty Cash who intercepted it well. Very good defender, Cash. I think he's quite underrated. One of the best fullbacks, I think, in the Premier League. I used to say that Grealish was one of the best English midfielders, and it was only until possibly last year that anyone took any real note, like other than Villa fans, and I think Cash will be one of those that people will finally take notice of. I know Haaland, and Harrison will also know who Haaland is. A very good player. I think Norway possibly could get into more European competitions with Haaland. I think they need players like that. John Carew, former Norwegian. I think it's about time they had another powerful striker like that. So I'm pleased for them. Cash, I think Cash is better than Target, but Target is, don't take any credit away from Target. I think Target is very well improved this season, and he got an assist today. But I think Cash is a bit more of a utility man. He was put on the wing for Nottingham Forest a little bit last season. Villa lose the ball. I think it was Mings who lost the ball there. Callum Wilson cut into the penalty area and he's won a corner off Marvellous Nakamba. A little bit naive from Villa there, defensively. We kept the ball a lot in the last 10 minutes. But it was a little bit of a pickpocket there. I think it was Mings being a little bit slow, which allowed Callum Wilson to nip in. He ran all the way to the box. It was a good tackle from Marvellous Nakamba. Corner to Newcastle United. John Joe Shelby to take. Haaland might become to Chelsea. I've heard every story from Haaland to United, Haaland to Real Madrid. We'll have to wait and see. Shelby's corner into middle. Good header away from Mings. I think Mings, arguably one of the best players today. He has won every single header. if you're going to give a man of the match, there should be a foul, yeah. Free kick to Newcastle, Traore with another foul on Jamal Lewis. I think man of the match today, arguably Target. He got the assist for the first goal, defended quite well. Other than him, probably Mings. I think Mings has done very well. Who cares about sexual orientation of a footballer? You care about their footballing ability. He can be whatever he wants to be. You know, I don't think Chelsea fans will overly care. Well, they shouldn't do anyway. Shelby free kick for Newcastle. I think it's headed away from Konza rather than Mings this time. Watkins, possible Villa counter-attack. Ollie Watkins, loads of pace from Watkins. And is he... Oh, he should have been fouled there, I think, from Hayden. It was a sliding intervention. Villa will get a throw-in. I think it's actually quite clean. My Villa tinted glasses thought that was another foul because a Villa player going down usually is a foul. Target throw-in for Villa. We take it quickly. Nakamba. Players in an offside position, so we have to go backwards. Mings to Konza. Callum Wilson was meant to come to Villa. Yeah, he did actually. No, Newcastle agreed the bid for Villa, but it was not Newcastle. Sorry, Bournemouth agreed the bid for Villa, and he wanted to go to Newcastle. We offered more money than Newcastle as well, but apparently it was because of his family that he wanted to go there. Which is he lives in the Midlands too. I thought it was an easy one to Villa, but I don't mind. We got Watkins instead. Here he is, Ollie Watkins to Traore. Got Barkley with him. Finds Barkley back to Traore. He's already scored today. That's poor. Tries to find Grealish. And it literally just felt like the Man City game. Great tackle from Target. Sliding in. That was fantastic from him. To stop a counter-attack. Oh, and now Jack Grealish puts his arm a little bit into Jonjo Shelvey. Things kind of heated up a little bit there. Mankiw holding his leg. It was a strong tackle from Target, but he did ultimately win the ball. You know, if they give a foul for that, the game's gone. That's a great tackle from Target. And then it was a sliding tackle from Jonjo Shelvey, which Grealish reacted a little bit towards. Yeah, that was a perfect tackle from Target. Nothing wrong with that. And a very strong tackle from... It's strong from Shelvey, but again, he does win the ball, and Grealish reacts just a little bit. Matt, I think Target man of the match, especially tackles all that. It's superb. Hasn't put a foot wrong. Got an assist. Amazing. He's an incredible player. Mankiw, he's quite hurt from the tackle from Target. Andy Carroll's complaining. I don't think there's much of a complaint here. And you've got Grealish in the background having a bit of an argument with Lascelles and Jeff Hendrick. A little bit heated here. A little bit heated. Hi, mate. Hope you become a big YouTuber even though you're... That's a funny comment, but thank you so much. Maybe, you never know. I just want to produce content that you guys do enjoy. I just want to have fun along the way. That's all I ask for. If good things like that happen, I'm nearly at 3k subs, which is something I never thought would happen. I've already achieved so much that I'm quite happy and I'm content. I'm very content with everything so far. Yeah, Wilson. Yeah, so I would rather Watkins over Wilson. Wilson's a great player, don't get me wrong, but Watkins is younger. My family are quite Devon-based, so I watched Watkins of Exeter City a couple of years ago. I thought he was a fantastic player then. He's grown even more now. So I was quite delighted when we bought him, and I think he works very hard. Even if he doesn't score, I think he works very, very hard. He scored today. Very unfortunately, didn't get two, just a little bit offside. He's quite two-footed. And here he is again, Ollie Watkins, against Jamal Lascelles. Left-footed cross into the middle. Shah volleys it away. Marvelous Nakamba cycles the ball. I think actually another mention, Nakamba's done very well today. Very, very well today. I think he should get loads of praise. You know, he's coming in. It's quite difficult to come into games sometimes when you're not that match sharp. But he's done well. Traore, low ball into the middle. Lascelles with a half clearance that's headed away from Shah. We enjoy it so much, your content. I appreciate comments like that. I really do. Even the Man City game, which was a 2-0 defeat, I still had loads of fun recording it. And if any of you haven't seen it, it is still on the channel. Grealish to Traore, edge of the box. Bertrand Traore to Ross Barkley. On the D here, Barkley to Matty Cash. Cross comes in. It's a bit of a miscue clearance, but it is a corner to Aston Villa. Shah again gets his feet a bit muddled, which is the reason why the first goal happened, to be quite fair. Matty Cash, too much room. This is a problem when you don't play wingers. You don't have another wide player to help you defend. Because we have our fullback and our right winger attacking, right? So if a team has wingers and defenders, a fullback and the winger will also help defend, but they don't have it. So it's hard for Newcastle, I think. Jack Grealish corner for Villa. Doesn't really beat the first man. It's not a great corner. Target to Nakamba. Villa still keep the ball. Traore. He'll cross it in. It's a good ball, actually. Watkins. Barkley with a little back heel flick. And that would have been a sensational goal. Lovely cushion header back into the middle from Watkins. A great pick up from Traore. His crossing's been superb today. And that goal, if that just... it has gone a little bit over. Maybe I exaggerated how close it was. But it's a very good effort, to be quite fair. And if it dipped a little bit lower, that will be one of the goals of the season. It's a very improvised effort, and he's done quite well. And it would have been a very sensational goal. It's still 2-0 to Aston Villa with just over 20 minutes to play. I hope you get more famous. Yeah, that's not going to happen. You know, you can have dreams, but Mr. Beast is incredibly huge. Shelby for Newcastle. I think one of the main reasons, because I do like football content, not everyone will enjoy football content, where Mr. Beast does content that a lot of people enjoy. It's not just sport related. And even gaming channels, you know, Mr. Beast doesn't do gaming. I think the only exception I think to that is probably PewDiePie. But like I say, he does a lot of content, doesn't just do, you know, gaming stuff. Even that's how he started out. But you never know. Like I said, you never know. Keep up the good work, man. Amazing content. Thank you so much. Love that stuff. Love the content. Do you play FIFA at all? If you do, do you play FIFA at all? If you do, and you do YouTube, I'm sorry, I'm only need to. Yeah, I do YouTube. You do YouTube? Of course I do YouTube. I do FIFA. I did an Aston Villa only weekend league video, which is on the channel. I did it a few weeks ago. I am in the middle of making the part 2. Because how big the video was, because obviously weekend league is 30 games. I've just split it down the middle. So if you do want to go watch that at any point, feel free. The video is very, very edited. It took a lot of time. I actually really enjoyed making it. I thought it was quite funny. And yes, if anyone here hasn't already seen it, it doesn't get as many views as like the live stream stuff and the football videos, but you know, my channel is from gaming, so I like doing gaming stuff. I've had a lot of people wanted me to do like a FIFA 21 career mode stuff. But at least it's a FIFA 21 Ultimate Team video. I'll have to really think about career mode and stuff like that. So I don't know how invested I'll be in it. It is very, very well edited, I will say. I put a lot of effort in it, and you'll see that. So yeah, I hope you enjoy that. It was another frame from Newcastle. I think they're making subs. Alan St. Maximin's coming on. I think really should have come on at half time. Andy Carroll's coming off. Carroll does look a little bit unfit, I will say. You know, he's getting quite old now, not like he used to be. And even back then, you know, he wasn't known for his pace. So it's Ryan Fraser coming on and Alan St. Maximin. You won't get many better subs than that, to be quite fair. Xavi Manquillo coming off. So I think Newcastle having a bit of a switch up in their defence. I think they're reverting from their back four to now like instead of a 5-3-2, possibly a 4-4-2 with St. Maximin on the wing. I'm trying to think, with Manquillo coming off, would it be Hayden going up right back? Maybe. We'll have to wait and see. You've got Jamal Lewis. Right now his position there, so we'll have to see really. Is Shelby for Newcastle? Quite central, plays a good pass out wide to Isaac Hayden. I think it's true. I think Hayden is now going to be a fullback. Hayden's cross comes in. It's headed away from Konza. Barkley, lovely back heel from Barkley to Bertrand Traore. Villa can come on and attack here. Traore to Grealish. Grealish back to Ross Barkley. Villa got 3 players forward. Barkley, Grealish and Watkins all there. Traore coming into the picture now. Grealish Traore, edge of the box here. Bertrand Traore, shot! Deflected off Shaw, up into the air. Kept in play. Kept in possession, rather, by Jack Grealish with a header. Newcastle win the ball well, and there's a counter-attack opportunity. It's Almiron against Tyrone Mings. Almiron to Ryan Fraser, and it's a very good block from Konza. I don't think virtually any power was put in that shot on goal from Ryan Fraser, but it's very well defended from Ezri Konza. And it's a free kick for Aston Villa on the halfway line. Very well played from Ollie Watkins. I think he really tried to win that. But all that came again from a Tyrone Mings mistake, sliding in when he didn't really have to. Almiron against Mings with obviously Matt Targett was pushed quite far forward, so Mings had to cover at that left-hand side. And eventually Konza dealt with I'm going to say attempt on goal from Fraser, but I don't think he got any real clean contact on the ball. And we got away with it a little bit there. Luis for Villa. Again, it's another good tackle. This is the second time now. And a free kick to Newcastle. It's poor from Villa. It's 2 times it's happened in the space of a minute. But we've had the ball quite comfortably on the halfway line. And we just give it away very needlessly. Not good enough. Shelby for Villa. Shelby for Newcastle. Gives the ball away for Villa. Here's Barkley. Villa got loads of players coming forward. Newcastle exposed. Barkley to Jack Grealish in a great position. Grealish! Oh, it's wide. Jack Grealish tries to find the far corner. And he really should make that a 3-0, especially in the position we're in. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players against 4 Newcastle United defenders. Grealish on the left-hand side. Curls it beyond Jamal Lascelles. I think got a deflection off Lascelles, actually. Just clips his ankle. So it could have been on target. It could have been could have threatened that far corner, but we'll take a corner instead. Well defended from Lascelles. A little bit perhaps greedy from Grealish, but we move. We take those. And we got a corner. Welcome back, Miguel. It was very nearly 3-0 to Aston Villa. Probably should have been 3-0, but Newcastle defended it. From that point, I don't want to say they defended it well because they shouldn't have been in that position in the first place, but they defended the shot from Grealish anyway quite well. Corner for Villa. Grealish to take. It's going to be, I think, like a training ground one. It's a simple header and a simple catch from Darlow. Grealish tried to play it to the edge of the box towards Targett, and Newcastle read it well. The Targett had to head the ball from the edge of the penalty area, and it was a simple save. It wasn't well. If that's a training ground routine, it wasn't well executed, I will say. Traore tries a back heel to Targett. It doesn't work. St. Maxim picks the ball. Almiron. Newcastle attacking on the right-hand side with Fraser. He's done well since coming on. Fraser's cross. Volleyed away from Mings. Is that Watkins going to keep it in play? Hendrick does well there. I remember... hang on, I'm going to read the one before that. We need another Grealish goal contribution. all the people who've got him in the FPL want a Grealish contribution. I remember this from 7-2 reaction. Jack Grealish. Yeah. Oh man, yeah, I remember that. I must have, because I got clips from that video. I must have heard everything so many times. Chance for Hayden. Cross is deflected. Hayden's definitely a fullback now, and it will be another corner to Newcastle. 15 minutes to go. Still 2-0 to Aston Villa. Isaac Hayden. He started this game as a centre-back, now playing as a full-back. He's getting way more advanced now. You wouldn't think that when you're bringing off a defender for an attacking player. You wouldn't think the other defenders will see more of the ball, but he's definitely had more. Fraser to take the corner for Newcastle into the penalty area towards Callum Wilson. Well defended. Grealish with a lovely back heel from Traore. He gets it back to him. Villa to counter-attack. Grealish with loads of pace. Jack Grealish against Almiron defending. Grealish to Barkley, but he's never going to win it. And it's a free kick, if anything, to Newcastle. Because Barkley with a little push on Lewis. Well defended from Newcastle United. Almiron, the winger for Newcastle, sprinting back to defend. Jack Grealish racing away from the Newcastle defence. Only him and Barkley was there. And it was well defended from Newcastle. Grealish did, I think, all he could. And Barkley just wasn't as quick and as sharp as Jack Grealish. Didn't your name... I imagine they did. I didn't have a noise complaint, at least. I think that's the main good thing from that. Did David Goodwillie get sent off? I remember he used to play for Blackburn Rovers years ago. So, man, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. St. Maximin for Newcastle United. Haven't seen... So Fraser's had the ball a lot since coming on, but St. Maximin hasn't. And I'd have said St. Maximin is easily the best Newcastle United player. But I think they need to give him the ball a little bit more here. Almiron, arguably the best performer of the night for Newcastle. And long ball intercepted from Cash. Corner throw into Newcastle United. Close to the Villa goal. They're having way more the ball now. Way more the ball. But we're allowed to sit back a little bit. 2-0 up, 15 minutes to go. Very nearly a loose pass from Shaw, which Watkins intercepted. Newcastle just about kept the ball. Fraser with Lewis on the overlap, finds him. Cross comes into the middle, headed away from Matty Cash. John Shelby, edge of the penalty area. Is that a foul? It looked like it. Referee doesn't give it. And it will be played all the way back to the halfway line with Shaw. They're going to go to the left-hand side this time. St. Maximin against Cash. And that's well intercepted from Cash. The first time St. Maximin's had the ball where he wants it. And he didn't really do much with the ball, in truth. Again, every time Villa win the ball, we're just trying to play it long to Watkins. And it's not overly working. We're not really winning much from it. Watkins battles well. But Shaw and Lascelles, they're quite physical players. I will answer that. AJS is like an acronym. It is my initials. Not an acronym. I don't know what I'm on about. It is my initials. I just refer to myself as AJ. It kind of keeps like my online profile kind of private from my actual life. So yeah, Newcastle the last 10 minutes had 70% of the ball. I think we've kind of, if anything, allowed them to. Like I said, we don't have to really go at Newcastle. I'd like us to at least try and keep up a bit more of our really nice passing play and keep the ball well, but I think maybe we're just trying to sit back just a little bit deep. You know, I don't think we need to score now. Grealish is hurt on the halfway line. I think it was a foul there, a free kick to Aston Villa. Nowhere near. Good attempt. Grealish back up. How many times have you seen Grealish go down? Subs for Villa. El Ghazi's first subs of the evening for Villa. It's a common theme with the club that we don't actually make a lot of substitutions. And it's going to be El Ghazi and Trezeguet to both come on. I think for possibly Traore and Barkley. Yeah, it will be. And Grealish will go as a number 10. So I guess that. I guess that. Barkley obviously coming back. So Grealish will be a number 10 for the last 10 minutes. With El Ghazi and Trezeguet, I think, going out wide. Grealish, to be fair, does play more of a free role. So, yeah. Who takes penalties? El Ghazi on the pitch. Good question, because obviously Watkins was the main one, but then he missed against West Ham. So they gave it to El Ghazi. And he's took 2 and scored 2. So if it's not El Ghazi, probably Grealish. But even he missed a penalty against Sheffield United last season. So I really don't know. I would imagine it's Jack Grealish anyway. Dwight Gale coming on for Newcastle. Almiron coming off. I think if you're a Newcastle United fan, you know, you got to be pleased with Almiron. I think his pace is very, very good. And I know they've not created too many opportunities, but he's probably created the majority of them. Very deserving for Villa. We haven't won it just yet, but I think we played very well today. I think it's about time we've won a game. It's been it's been a while since we have won one, so it'd be nice to make sure we get this over the line. What's up, Leicester City fan? Yo, what's good? 10 minutes to go at Villa Park, still 2-0 to Villa. We've definitely sat back the last 10-15 minutes, allowed Newcastle to come a little bit more into the game. You know, we don't have that intensity, we don't have that need to go and get more goals. So we're just allowing Newcastle to have a little bit more of the ball. Villa go long towards Watkins, and Trezeguet is just about dealt with by Fabian Schär. Trezeguet running straight through the middle there. And another poor pass from Schär. Watkins wins the tackle. Louise, his pass is also intercepted. Watkins wins the ricochet. Grealish to Watkins. Lovely 1-2 pass there. And we go out wide, this time to Trezeguet. First time Villa have had the ball really in their final third. We have to even force backwards to Matty Cash. Cash to Konza. Konza all the way back to Martinez. So as soon as I say we get the ball into their final third, we go all the way backwards. Such is life as an Aston Villa fan. Martinez for Villa. No real intensity. Stops, plays the pass, finds target on the halfway line. His first time pass to Grealish. Grealish very deep. I can never really figure out if Grealish never has like a set position. Technically on the lineup's left wing, but he always goes anywhere. He's the most utilised player. Early ball in from Trezeguet towards Ollie Watkins, and it was easily dealt with from Newcastle. Aston Villa are going to win the competition. I'm not sure about that. Trezeguet, very reliable. You know, if it wasn't for Trezeguet, we wouldn't be in the Premier League this season. I think it's fair to say. His goals kept us up. Obviously, Grealish, with his goal contributions for the majority of the season, also kept us up. But Trezeguet's goals against Palace and his goal against Arsenal was the reason why we're still here. I think it's fair to say. And maybe a few people who aren't Villa fans forget that he was the goal scorer in those important games. But I don't. I won't forget that. And he'll be an important player. Free kick from Grealish towards Tyrone Mings, but his header isn't clean, and it is a goal kick for Newcastle United. Another good set piece. Our set pieces have been very good today. And it was another good one from Jack Grealish. Tyrone Mings, he did climb well, but not the cleanest of headers. And that's the only downside. We've won so many aerial duels. We put it. The crosses have been superb today, absolutely superb. And I don't really want to criticise the finishing because, if it wasn't for a slight offside, we would be 3-0 up. We've done quite well. I'm not gonna criticise too much. Oh, a very risky pass from Hendrick there, which Watkins sliding in nearly catches out Darlow. Newcastle just about got away with that. And now St. Max with the long ball. And it's way too long for Callum Wilson, and Emi Martinez will easily hold the ball. The game was technically done in the Aston Villa second goal. I think so, but you never know. So I could have said that at the 2-0. I did feel it at the time, but football changes so much. I remember last year, if any of you guys do remember, Newcastle were 2-0 down to Everton, and Fabian Schär scored 2 goals in the 90th minute to equalise. A centre-back scores 2 goals. And I think at the time, Joelinton only had 1 Premier League goal. So he actually scored more in those couple of minutes than Joelinton had all that season. So football can change. And they could still come back from this, but it's not looking like... If I was a Newcastle fan, I would not be confident, because even though they have a lot of talented players, especially on the pitch now, not really creating anything. And another attempted long ball is easily dealt with by Cash. Trezeguet for Villa. And that's actually quite poor from Trezeguet in truth. I'd love to see where Sanson's going to fit in, because with our midfield three of the usual three of McGinn, Louise and Barkley, where's Sanson going to fit in that? That is my only thought. Cross from Hayden is very well headed away. Diving header from Cash. It's going to fall to John Joe Shelvey with an opportunity. Shelvey's cross is a decent one. Konza heads away. El Ghazi deals with it. I think that's pretty much his first touch. And now Grealish can counter for Aston Villa. Grealish, El Ghazi running through the middle with Ollie Watkins. Grealish slides it through to Watkins in the box. Watkins goes down. And he says no. The referee he wags his finger. He does go down a little bit soft again. Never really a shout for a penalty, even as a Villa fan. He does go down soft, to be fair. The Kazoo sponsor must be adding something to Aston Villa breakfast. Yeah, we're playing well this season. We're playing quite well. Some people thought we were going to be relegated. And I said at the start of the season, I don't think we'll go down. But I don't think we're going to do something crazy. And I still feel that we're going to be around where we are now. I will be, yeah. I will be on Dead by Daylight. Anyone, follow me on Twitch, man. It's in the description. If you guys, you don't even have to search for it. Click the description of this video. The first line of the link is my Twitch. Follow me on Twitch. I stream almost every single day from 8:30 p.m. So you guys you can go and support me there. Cross from Newcastle towards, I think that was, again, Dwight Gale, who was another player who came on, I forgot to mention. But again, he hasn't done anything anyway, so it's okay. I can afford to miss out. Almiron was the player who came off for him. Hasn't really provided anything. Ramsey preparing to be the final sub for Aston Villa. Only a few minutes left in this game. Same as Everton at the start. They were unbeatable. Many people overrated Everton. Now they're not the same. I think when teams start doing well, people often get carried away. Tottenham, they were top of the league. Everyone thought, is this Tottenham's year? And now suddenly they're not even in the top 3. It's the same thing. Like I don't think Man United fans should get carried away just yet. They're in a good position right now. But, some United fans are a little bit over the top and will say that, they're 6 points ahead of Liverpool right now. They're sailing. We're seeing a Jack Grealish coming off. This is the first time this season Jack Grealish has been substituted. Wow, and I know it's only a few minutes left, and I know that shouldn't be a crazy thing to say, but Jack Grealish has played every single second of the Premier League for Aston Villa this season. And he'll be taken off for Jacob Ramsey, and he looks a little bit frustrated, actually. And he's gave the captain's armband to Tyrone Mings. He does actually look a little bit frustrated. He's not injured. He's going to go and sit on the substitute bench. But Jacob Ramsey's coming on as the replacement at the number 10. Only a few minutes remaining, so I don't think he'll make much of a difference. But I like to see Ramsey play more. I've been very impressed with him. He nearly scored against Chelsea. Came on his debut. Within 10 seconds, he killed a shot just wide of the post. He's if it wasn't for an unbelievable tackle from Ruben Diaz, he would have scored against Man City. If any of you lot missed that, it somehow wasn't put into the Sky highlights, which was unbelievable. Because it showcased a good opportunity for Villa, and from a Man City perspective, it was an unbelievable tackle that denied and should have been a goal. Brentford FC versus Leicester, FA Cup. Leicester go to win. Burnley versus Aston Villa. Villa going to win next week. I think we'll beat Burnley. Grealish looks really upset. What have I missed? Jack Grealish actually looked really upset. Maybe he's upset that he's come off, which is crazy. I don't know. Maybe he didn't want to come off. I don't know why we ever took him off. There's only a couple of minutes left. I'm a little bit surprised, really. If teams want to be in the Premier League champions, they should use sign Kazoo as their sponsor. Oh dear. I think maybe come off to avoid his 50. Maybe, yeah. But he will get that at some point, to be quite fair. He's bound to get it, but it's only 2 minutes to go. He looked very frustrated that he was going to come off. I don't know. But yeah, the game's done and dusted now. And I like seeing Ramsey play. A poor pass from Lascelles. He's looking very tired. El Ghazi for Villa to Jacob Ramsey at the edge of the penalty area. Ramsey can't really sort his feet out. Shelby with a tackle. Trezeguet battles too much according to the referee. It is a free kick to Newcastle. It was played to Ramsey with his back to goal, and he tried to take the ball under control, and it was just a bit squirming under his feet a little bit, and Villa conceded a free kick. Just a minute till the 90, then we've got probably 2 or 3 minutes of added time. There won't be too much. Ball played to the right hand side of Isaac Hayden, and his pass is poor. The right hand side of Newcastle has been woeful, absolutely woeful. Everything they've had has come through. It has come through the other side, and it was only when Andy Carroll has been their main threat, and since he's come off, they brought on Fraser. Fraser's done a little bit, but they've been really, really poor. Really, really poor. 4 minutes added time shown. Lascelles for Newcastle. They've put players forward here, and Lascelles with a terrible pass. And Villa can counter surely. Louise to Ollie Watkins. We got players forward. Newcastle pushed too many players forward for that. Watkins cross to Trezeguet, and he tries to take it off his left boot, and it ricochets away. Lascelles again with a miscued clearance, and it should be a throw-in for Villa. It's either a throw-in or a foul. Lascelles again. So first Lascelles tries to make a pass, and he miscues it in the air. He's looking very tired, I think. That's what it was. And Villa countered, and then he had an opportunity to clear the ball, and he miscued it. Is Callum Wilson chasing a long ball? Tyrone Mings, brilliant strength from him, and he concedes a corner to Newcastle United. Remember in 2016, no one was saying Leicester would win the Premier League, and you saw it. Very true. I started to believe it from December, January. I really started to believe it because it just felt like one of those years. Interesting fact as well. one of the reasons that started that Leicester run was when Villa led 2-0 against Leicester and we lost 3-2. Corner comes in, headed away. Fraser, Hendrick shot. Oh, it's an overhead kick from Dwight Gale that screwed wide. The ball fell to Hendrick at the edge of the penalty area and he miscued his shot, which led to another miscued overhead kick from Gale. He's a player that on his day is fantastic, but he's really let himself down recently. Lascelles is absolutely, oh my days, he is breathing out his ass right now. He's looking really tired. Very, very tired. And I think the last couple of passes he's made has really shown it. He was literally like bending over there, really struggling to... It looked like he was struggling to breathe, if anything. Martinez to take the goal kick for Aston Villa. 2 minutes to play. Still 2-0. The second half has kind of been fairly dull. Villa not really creating too many opportunities. The only one I can really think of was a little backheel flick from Barkley, which drifted over the crossbar. But nothing of real note. And Newcastle, to be fair, haven't created anything either. We haven't had to. I thought they'd come at us a little bit more than what they did. They had a lot of the ball, I think, in the second half, but just haven't really done anything with it. Almiron, I think, has done his best. He's quite fast. He causes a little bit of an issue with like the long passes, but as soon as he came off, it's been really, really poor. Not good enough for Newcastle. Carroll, I think, did okay as well. El Ghazi for Villa, well defended from, I think, Hayden as well. I give credit. Isaac Hayden, playing at right back, has probably done better than when he was at centre back. Target back to Emi Martinez, clears first time, concedes a throw into Newcastle with a minute to go. Okay, Mohammed, you're going to get timed out, mate. I'm sorry. I'll get you on my chat. There we go. I'm sorry, Miguel. I don't know why he's being like that. Newcastle opportunity again, possibly the last chance of the game. It's well defended by Tyrone Mings. Ramsey with another good interception. El Ghazi for Villa, very deep. 20 seconds remaining. Ramsey gets it back from a 1-2 Louise. Lovely through ball from Ramsey to El Ghazi. Chance for a third for Villa. El Ghazi low ball into the middle. Is that a penalty? Chance! Great save! Corner. Wow, a lot just happened there. Ball came into the middle. Looked like a foul in the... It did look like a foul in the middle there. I think Ramsey was fouled. Sliding in from Shelby, but the ball fell loose anyway to Trezeguet, and his shot was wonderfully tipped wide from Carl Darlow. And that looked like a stonewall penalty. But Trezeguet should probably score that anyway. And that is full time. There wasn't enough time to take the corner. Aston Villa have won the game by 2-0. That last chance of the game was probably the biggest chance of the second half, which does say a lot, really. Trezeguet should be hitting the back of the net from there, but it's a great save from Carl Darlow. Quite an easy win for Villa. I don't think we had to really come out of first gear. We scored a couple goals quite early on. Could have been 3-0. Watkins got a goal disallowed for offside. With one of those, I'm not going to have sleepless nights over that. A good win, good clean sheet, very pleasing. Newcastle, if I was a Newcastle fan, I'd be very disappointed because they look very, very flat. That's one of probably the worst Newcastle teams I've seen for a while. I'm so happy I'm looking at Steve Bruce at Villa Park and knowing that he's not my manager. That's a big thing for me. Knowing how much we've moved on since then is massive to me. Absolutely massive. And we've grown so much as a club since he left. And if any of you lot are Newcastle United fans right now, you need to get rid of that man. We grew as a club massively since he left. And I really hope you do the same. You know, Newcastle fans don't deserve that. That was awful from them. Absolutely awful. Grealish should have scored. Barkley with an improvised flick possibly should at least hit the target. Trezeguet should have really scored at the end. Villa, it moves us up to 8th, 2 games in hand. We go back above Chelsea on goal difference. We're only, believe it or not, 5 points behind 4th place Liverpool. And if we do win those games, we'd go 4th. It's Crazy, absolutely crazy, because we started today 11th. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. If you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe if you are new, follow me on Twitch, like I keep saying. I do live streams the last couple games that we've done. So if you haven't watched them, look at that. You can look at the goal reactions if you don't want to watch the whole thing, or any of the FIFA videos I've done. You can go watch them. Thank you all for the amazing support. You guys have been brilliant, and I will be back with, I forget who we're playing next. So I'm gonna have a quick look. I had it on the tip of my tongue. Is it? Oh, it would have been. Yeah, it's Burnley. That's it. Burnley, which should be a very tough match away from home, but surely one that we should win. So I hope you guys will be there for that one. Thank you all for watching. You guys have been amazing, and I'll see you all again soon. Peace out.